I forgot what I was gonna say. What are we talking about? All right, I got the 30-pounder.
All right.
What do you typically start with?
Okay.
What's a good ruck weight?
I honestly think that 30 is the sweet spot for most men most of the time. Now, if you want to go lighter, start at 20. You can go all the way up to 50, but I generally don't recommend going over 50.
Yeah.
30 is like the money. You're gonna work your muscles. It's gonna give you some cardio. It's just like, it just hits everything you want.
It feels heavier when you first pick it up, but then you put it on the back, and I can tell, like,
Yeah.
there's weight there, but I don't feel yet like I'm going to tip over.
It's spicy, it's not too spicy.
Yeah.
This is what you want.
The beauty of rucking is like, put on the weight
Yes.
and go for a walk. Like, that's step one.
If you can walk,
You can ruck.
Literally.
Let's go.
Okay, so how does it feel?
I feel like I got a weight on my back, but it almost feels like a support.
Okay, so one question I get all the time is there a difference between rucking with a bag, like you are, with the weights in the back, versus like a weight vest, like a workout weight vest, right?
Right.
So I always answer it like this.
Like a front weight
Yes,
vest. Yeah.
exactly. So when you have the weight in your back, what it does, as you observed, it pulls you back. So this gives you like a better stride. It also puts your back in a safer position. And what that can do is actually like prevent and relieve back pain, because you start to work these muscles that aren't being used. Most people will get back pain at some point in their life, and by rucking, you can not only prevent it over the longer term, but if you have back pain, it can help relieve it, more or less.
Right. Going back to the original point, earlier this year, it was in the middle of the pandemic, I just had a kid, and I actually was talking with Jason, our mutual friend from Go Ruck.
Right.
He'd been talking about rucking for obviously a very, very long time. And was like, dude, I know you just had a kid. I know you're in the middle of the city, but like, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Grab a backpack, put a weight in it. When you take your daughter for a walk, that's a workout.
Right.
And it was kind of one of those, like, it's almost so simple that it feels like it can't be that effective, right?
Yes.
I'm already out of breath. Yes, that's got to be a question you often get is, you know, it seems so simple, and in some ways that's like the barrier, right? Where it's like,
yes.
If it's that simple, how effective can it really be?
Right, so I like to describe it as cardio for people who hate running and lifting for people who hate the gym. So that's like the thing that everyone wants, right?
Yeah.
With running, you might get rid of fat, but you're also gonna dump muscle.
You're losing muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other part of that too is that like running has a really high injury rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just the fact. Of course that, you know, not everyone who goes out and runs is gonna get injured, but rucking has the same injury rate so long as you're not going crazy with the weight as you would walking. Right, so it's particularly good, especially for people who have had back pain, have had, say, knee pain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's something you can do for a long time.
Right.
You know?
All right, you good to hike a little?
I'm good, let's do it.
That's
Are you? That's the question.
That's the real question.
Yes.
So how do you describe what rucking is to people?
Yeah.
Kind of where it came from.
Right, okay, so ruck, the word, the thing, is the backpack that military members use to carry their gear into war. Now, the thing is soldiers have been carrying stuff into battle as long as there have been battles, which is to say, for all of time.
Yeah.
Right, so you look back in history and you had like Greek soldiers would carry, I think it was like 30 pounds in gear. So this is like the thing that humans have been doing since all time. Like we became apex predators because we're the only animal that can carry stuff an appreciable distance. Another animal can do that. Like generally, we are not athletic at all.
Right.
Like people think, oh wow, we have such great athletes. Like no.
Yeah, in comparison to
Yeah.
the world around us.
Right. Pick a dog. Any dog, that thing can outrun Usain Bolt. It can out-juke like the best NFL running back. But what we are good at is carrying stuff over long distances. And so as part of the book I wrote, I traveled to Harvard. I go talk to these anthropologists. And they argue that the things that we are uniquely adapted for are still some of the best things we can do for our health and fitness.
Oh, thank God. Made it.
How you feel?
I feel good.
You look alive?
I mean, it always feels good at the end or top of a mountain, but
Yes.
yeah, with 30 pounds on my back,
Yeah. It creeps up on you, but you're not destroyed either.
no, I'm not destroyed. I could definitely keep going a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but I'm certainly feeling a hell of a lot more if I just had my granola bar and water bottle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so that's one thing I think about, like you look at how people view exercise now. It's like, sit at your desk for 8 hours,
Right.
And then I'm gonna spend 30 minutes at the end of the day in a gym just going crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, we know that inserting it in little doses throughout the day is not only healthier, but it's also gonna add up to like a bigger whole.
I love it. Like, it is a way I look at it, especially working from home so much over the last year.
Yeah.
It kind of like gamifies my day.
Yeah.
Whereas I do need that time where I just get outside and I don't have screens and I do something hard and I feel accomplished, like a hike like this. But I'll take calls. And you have to pick the right person because I'll be panting halfway through the call, but
Yeah.
it's like a nice way to, like, 11:30, I'm gonna get something done. I'm still working,
Yeah.
but I'm also, and to your point, like, it does add up.
100%.
You do that for a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, but
Yeah.
I can imagine
It adds
the
up.
overall benefits. We should probably head back down.
Yeah, it's getting a little foggy.
It's getting a little wide out. Is rucking downhill easier than rucking uphill?
You're about to find out.
Oh man.